All right, guys. So we've got the verse of the day. This is John 15:4. Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. So this reminds me of high school. I went to a Christian high school called Dayton Christian, and there were there was a lot of biblical influence, a lot of biblical teaching in my life. There was chapel every Thursday. There was Bible class that was mandatory. In chemistry, we used to sing hymns, and I would always pick "It Is Well With My Soul." We used to sing hymns before we would begin the chemistry lesson. And even we would have to do verses. We would memorize verses, and we would have to, have our parents sign the verse sheet. I remember my mom used to. She was like, "You don't have to say it to me every week. And so she was like, "I'll just teach you how to sign my name, and then you can just say it out loud on your way to class and sign my name." So I actually learned how to sign my mom's name. I had a buddy also, so I would sign my mom's name Debbie Barker, and my friend next to me, he signed his mom's name Mrs. Grinko. I was like, your mom's name, first name is not Mrs., right? But that was my high school, and I remember just being a little overworked in that case. I was just like, you know what? I've just had enough. It wasn't that I wanted to totally abandon my faith. I was just like, this is just too much when it comes to school. So I wanted to go to Ohio University. I picked that school because it was close. It was awesome campus. And my brother had visited there. We had a lot of friends really, really close. So I went to Ohio University. And I remember within my first week, you go, you meet with your counselor, you get set up, and your school ID. I was walking back from getting my school ID. I had my nice picture, my little goofy face, and I was walking back to my dorm room. I was walking up the stairs, and it was quiet, and I walked up to my floor, and I heard some shouting and yelling, and I heard someone cussing at someone else, and I got into my room, and my roommate wasn't here yet. He hadn't got to campus yet. My parents had just left the day before, dropped me off. I was completely alone. And I remember feeling just this overwhelming feeling of darkness and being alone. And I just kind of felt this pit in my stomach. And it wasn't necessarily as much of a just scared of something, but a little bit unsettling. So I really, really quickly, my roommate came the next day, and I said, I knew he was a believer, and I said, "Hey man, first thing we got to do is find Campus Crusade." And that's the first thing I did. Found Campus Crusade. We went to their weekly meetings. We got plugged into a Bible study, and really, really quickly got attached to the vine, because I started to feel like I was being dried up. And I ask myself this question often: am I attached to the vine? Am I attached to the source? Am I getting nutrition from the source so that I can produce fruit that's edifying to the body?